Here's my number one secret for creating a powerful image using shadows and highlights. This technique will save you a lot of time. It's easy, it's fast, it's something you can use on all your images just the same way professionals use it every day. The first step you want to take once you've completed retouching your image is to create a new layer. Select Edit from the menu, select your fill, and make sure you select 50% gray. You want to change your blending mode to soft light. Duplicate this layer, and what we're going to do is rename our layers. We'll rename this one shadows, and this one will be highlights. We're going to go to our shadows layer, and in shadows you're going to be working with black. Make sure your brush is on low opacity, preferably at 40, and flow preferably at 35. Now in shadows you're going to paint over your shadows, but you're going to be generous with your paintbrush. Later down the road you're going to drop the opacity anyways. Matter of fact, we want to move our shadows layer underneath the highlights layer because the highlights are going to pop out on top of our shadows. So for our highlights we want to change the paint color to white because we're working on the highlights. And the same thing you did with the shadows, you're going to stroke over the highlights that you want to pop out. Now as you can see, it may look like you've done a bit too much with the shadows and the highlights, but once you lower your transparencies, why don't we say shadows to 25 and your highlights down to 30. As you can see, it gives it that subtle look that you often see in magazines and on websites of professionals.